of the like update slash remake slash whatever's?
No. It's one of the
Those
people
from the
you...
original?
Not original, but probably like
I was gonna say, like, wow, those graphics are a lot better than I remember.
probably think it's like from Oregon Trail Deluxe.
Gotcha.
Which was still fucking older than the past decade.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Things existed before the past decade?
I know, I know, I think they're like on Oregon Trail 6 or something now.
That would actually surprise me.
I know 5 exists.
Really?
I know 4 exists.
Yeah, there's definitely an Oregon Trail 5.
Wow, I remember playing Oregon Trail 2 back in the day.
Fucking Oregon Trail 2. You're a trail leader!
I mean, the reason everyone played Oregon Trail is to shoot the buffalo.
You mean to kill like 3,000 pounds of meat and take it back with you?
That's what I just said, isn't it?
You couldn't take that much meat back.
Only carry 200 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Kill all the buffalo. Leave it there to rot.
I mean, it's what the government paid me to do.
That's what I did in Red Dead Redemption.
Yes, could Red Dead Redemption an accurate portrayal of things?
Of everything. It's accurate.
Are you saying that all of the buffalo in the entire West weren't confined to one little plains?
You mean
No,
one little...
I'm saying the opposite of that.
Anyway, from my understanding, Chris is running a bit late because of DMV. Woo.
Fucking cars. How do they work?
Fucking DMV. He lives on the Pacific coast, so the DMV's still open for him.
Not for long.
Not for long,
It was
indeed.
fun. It was like
All right.
3:30.
So how about that first rank of scavenging?
Yeah, that sounds fine to me, considering all the work you ended up doing in Summer Meadow. That's fine.
And me and Ryan had to... Well, we sort of had a...
I think I responded to it in the group chat. It's not a problem, but as far as I'm aware, each rank of hard to kill only costs 1 experience point. Like, they're not that expensive, the qualities. It's more along the lines of you really have to go through a lot in order to get them. In comparison, in which case, over the past 9 sessions, I think Trusty Tony has taken enough damage.
Trusty Tony especially.
Much of it self-inflicted.
Most of it.
You've
Most of it
almost all of
self-inflicted.
it. Except for that one scratch, it has been solely self-inflicted.
Well, the one scratch and the involuntary surgery. After all, one of us woke up fully healed.
Yes, and her name was Kat, and she's not here right now, so we can talk all we want about her.
Oh, you mean
Behind her
Snitchy
back.
McBigtits?
Yes, she has big tits.
I don't
I was
know.
not
She
aware
has
of.
attractiveness, so I assume so. This is a B movie, right?
I hope you got that on film.
Oh, it is. It is. It is.
Good.
Alright, welcome back to All Flesh Must Be Eaten, folks, where at least one viewer is falling asleep because of the lack of zombies. Turns out Zedheads don't have to be present every session in order for the threat of them and what they do to be real. Who knew? How about you three? What do you think? You think this needs more zombies?
I don't think we have a choice. I think it's going to get a lot more zombies either way.
If I say no, will you hold it against me?
It sounds like a Britney Spears song to me.
Damn it.
What about you, Aaron?
No, he's saying you have a potential career in pop music lyrics ahead of you.
Oh, well, that's good. It's good, it's good.
Yeah.
Fortune awaits me outside of my cardboard box.
Yeah.
We
No, I
picked...
was talking to Jordan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fortune... You know,
Fortune awaits him outside of his cardboard box. Come on, Grimith!
I didn't want to go there, man. I was actually going to say ditch instead of cardboard box.
Wait. Which is worse, a cardboard box or a ditch?
Depends on whether or not it's raining.
I was going to say it depends on whether or not it's raining. That was gonna be my...
So it's not Aaron that we keep going off on tangents.
Yes. We pick up on the southeastern edge of Romero and Granny McGannigan's trailer. The old people have just brought their game of gin to an end, with Granny dismissing Grant and CC to grab their shit from Grant's trailer and meet back here. CC coldly leaves without another word, his expression being one of "I will fucking kill you" at any point. Grant, on the other hand...
CC.
Grant, on the other hand, he gets up too, but he stops long enough to give a chuckle and slap Eugene very hard on the back with one of those meaty hands of his.
Mm-hmm.
And then Maple, like that. Granny, standing up from her chair, says, "I'm sure the power will go out again soon. I got so many leftovers from yesterday. Eat before you go." She then fixates her massive lenses on Eugene. "Boy, if you'll come back here with me for a minute, I got something to show you." And she waddles off in the direction of her bedroom, yelling back to Trusty Tony, "I never thought I'd ever say this to you, Anthony, but help yourself."
My pleasure.
Right.
Never say no to a free meal.
Hooch there. Hooch brand moonshine.
Kitten trails off after Fletch.
Oh, that kitten's gonna be the death of us.
I will make sure it is so.
Good, good, good. Granny takes you back to her bedroom, where suitcases and storage containers are piled up, some of which Eugene sorted last night and earlier today. "I've got something I've been meaning to show you for a while, but I just keep damn forgetting. Now, where is it?" She opens up the closet door, frowning up at all the objects still piled up on the shelf. Finally, after a half-minute, she reaches up and pulls down a small, openable box. "Here, take a look."
Hotman takes it from her with somber quietness and opens it up.
Opening the box, you find a musty jar, size bigger than your fist, tightly sealed and filled with a clear liquid. Taped to the top of the lid is a bit of old paper, and in faded ink the following is written: "Tommy and Ellie's first haul together," Tommy being the name of your grandfather, "August 2nd, 1926. Bottoms up."
And what's in the jar?
Looks appear like it's moonshine. Sealed away for 73 years.
It'll get you drunk.
It's probably vinegar.
Probably vinegar.
Like at this point.
It also looks as if even Podman would have a hard time opening the jar lid.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Granny gives you a wistful smile. "It's been a long time since I've had good, clean fun. Since I was just a young rebel running around with your grandpa. Besides, you might be able to throw it at Anthony's head someday."
My one weakness, glass.
Vinegar-soaked glass.
I'll save it for a special occasion.
Good, 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 good. You've been a good boy, staying and helping me all these years. But Grant, she snorts, the bastard is right. I've filled you for years with my venom, my thoughts, and I never gave you the chance to see the world with your own eyes. I'm holding you back.
What? No.
She nods. Maybe what's happening out there is a blessing, boy. The government's gonna shrivel up. People gonna live on their own. Gives everyone another chance to make their own life. To not let power-hungry people ruin lives again. Gives you, and all the young folks eating my food out there, another chance to be something I'd always wanted to be. Ever since I started running around with your grandpa so many years ago. Free.
Popman's lip starts trembling at all those powerful words.
I'm old, Eugene. My body's breaking. Grant and CC had to kill those 3 out there for me, and God help me, I've never felt so awful. Make no mistake, those bastards deserved it, but I've made mistakes too in my long life. I've not always faced them. It's time for me to do that.
What you gonna do?
She smiles. I've got a few people over the years who have wronged the McGannigan clan. Figure I might stay around. They've probably stayed around too. She starts cracking her old people shoulders. Might see 'em gone before I go.
Popman's eyes kind of widen and he just nods.
After that, she shrugs. I don't know. Maybe Grant can actually take me away from here. We'll try looking at that cabin up there to the north. Might actually be something worthwhile. Or, she gestures out one of the windows at the field of marijuana. Or I might just set this all up in a blaze. One hell of a way to go.
Granny, that's a little gluttonous even for me.
Granny chuckles. I know, pretty damn melodramatic too. Think I've been watching all them soaps too long.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come up with something. Anyway, she waddles over the rest of the distance and encloses you in a fierce hug. I don't tell you this much, Eugene. Mainly because you disappoint me, but you've made me proud. So proud.
I'm getting kind of a mixed message here.
You're a proud disappointment, Eugene.
Eugene, you're a fucking disappointment. You made me proud.
And beneath it all, beneath the fear and the shaky hand and the reliance on weed to carry you every single day of your life, I love you.
Popman just gives her a great big hug.
Stands there and slowly sways with Eugene for a while. And ends up saying, she actually starts shaking a bit herself. Now go out there with the others and eat, and then get on out of here, boy, before I change my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, all right, Granny.
And if that fucking bastard Anthony crosses you, you smash that jar upside his face and kill him dead, you hear me?
I think he's immune to glass.
Alright, son of a bitch.
Well, you better come up with something then. And Granny actually closes the door behind Eugene.
Alright, let's fucking pig out.
And as it turns out, there were quite a few leftovers left. Granny's suspicion that eventually the power's gonna go, either due to the government or some damn fool crashing a car into a power pole or whatever. And all this will go up in smoke. So, gotta eat while you still can. Oh, man. And as noted, Granny is not the best cook, but again, you reflect back on the past month and how much quality food you've had access to. All makes
This is the best food ever. Jesus.
After you taste that much blood, gruel and bread doesn't taste too bad.
Full of country ham and potatoes all over again. Alright. In which case, you can fill up Eugene on where the ultimate goal is heading to, and begin to organize your equipment however you see fit. You've got those 2 vehicles. Were you planning on taking both of them?
Well, I don't see Tony giving up his sports car.
Highly practical and prepared for the journey ahead.
Of course.
So you guys didn't find Popman's car up there?
He had a car?
They did not see a car.
Well, shit. Yeah, he had one of Trusty Tony's.
That might explain a lot.
I guess it melted in the rain.
Must have rolled down the hill in your absence. It's like, brake gave out.
Somehow the mob could smell it and just honed in to destroy it. Like, that thing hasn't passed a mission test in 17 years.
Mission tests? What are those?
There's bloodhounds devoted to Trusty Tony's shitty cars.
Well, they're going to be
I
busy.
gotta say, the cult who is looking to destroy you is much more organized than I originally thought.
Well, I might have had some enemies in the western Pennsylvania.
And that's when we learned that Trusty Tony was the true progenitor of the apocalypse. Just so many, you know, angry people, like, rising
His
up
sleaze
for
could not be
vengeance.
contained, and it
Trusty
released
Tony's
itself
the
as a
zombie queen.
plague.
Trusty Tony's huge zombies.
Discount zombies. Just sign here and here.
Yep.
All right, so 2 vehicles then. Who's going to be riding in which?
Did they get, like, his fuck ton of weed?
Yeah, they did have that.
Okay.
And then we traded a shit ton of it away.
Yeah. In that case, you
Might
know,
or might not have happened. Leading to
I,
in that
There's
case,
a-
reflect upon the massive quantity of items you managed to maintain or obtain then while in Romero.
let me see.
stuff
I had
we
this-
bought.txt.
Yes, where did I put that? I forget.
I believe you were still here for the quasi Walmart shopping spree, correct?
Yes.
They were. Yeah, he was. He just.
I left as you were arriving at Popman's
So
place.
afterwards, we picked up 4 5-gallon fuel tanks, some sort of large plastic container to store water in, I forget the size, and we managed to get a week's worth of food for each of us.
Cool.
And
then we still had about 250 space bucks worth of weed left, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I
And
don't have the exact
those gas containers were able to be full as well. Enough abandoned cars, or just cars that ended up getting left behind in driveways or whatever, as people piled up together.
I like to think that as people were loading their car, like they walked in to get something, and we ran up and siphoned the tank and then ran off.
Trusty Tony's mouth definitely tastes like gasoline, from all the suction he applied to the hose in order to fill the gas container.
I like how Tony was volunteered for this.
Yes, he's reckless. He drinks like an ounce of gasoline every week to keep the germs away.
Keeps the system clean.
Yeah, keeps it well oiled and running.
Yeah, I could tell the difference between gasoline just by taste.
Yes, yeah. He's like one of those connoisseurs of like wine or soda. Only in his case, it's gasoline.
Would you call him a fuel mond?
No, he's doing the siphoning, spits out a mouthful, and goes, "Oh,
Fuel
only
mond.
drink high octane."
85. Who buys this shit?
Fucking need 93, you son of a bitch.
Well, okay. Who wants to drive with Tony in the sports car?
Well, I remember last time Kat chose to ride in the SUV. With
Given the choice, Kat did not want to be driven around by Trusty Tony. She would have preferred being driven around by Eugene.
But she
and when
chose
he was not available, she chose Fletch.
the attempted rapist.
Yep.
Alleged.
Well, I mean, consider what you did, escaping.
No attempt was made.
What if another grain silo comes up out of nowhere on the side of the road?
Well, what if a lovely woman pops up on the side of the road?
Then you'll run her over,
It's not like
probably.
he's gonna hit her. I mean,
Unless she doesn't get out of the way.
if she's on the side of the road, why am I driving on the side of the road?
Because you're Trusty Tony,
I say,
apparently.
Or either that or Trusty Tony, he swerved. Made you swerve. Because there was a grain silo.
Well, the question is, which car does
Grain
Eugene want to
silo
ride
in
with?
the middle of the road.
Yeah, sometimes these things
It
happen.
happens. They just jump out in front of you.
Yeah, they just go, boo! And even Trusty Tony goes, ah!
As he releases his seatbelt recklessly.
So who wants to ride with Trusted Tony? Eugene?
Yeah, no one is raising their hand, okay?
Eugene, I'm raising your hand
we
for
have,
you.
we have
crashed
seen
2
what you do
cars.
with vehicles.
So
In the
it looks
time
like
they have ridden with you.
3 people are going to be sitting in the SUV.
So if
Trusty-
if that car breaks down, you guys get fucked. I'm out.
I'll shoot you.
Yep.
damn
Okay.
Okay, you all can drive in the crappy 1990 Jeep Cherokee.
It's your car.
This is a 1974 cherry red Dodge Charger.
It's like he's trying to sell it to you.
Yeah, well, you know what? That one's gonna break down first.
Old habits die hard.
200. Whatever.
There's a reason they stopped making them.
He, like, gets
Angrily
in, like,
storm out.
He's like in fucking marketing mode. Like, oh, you can't fucking possibly get this anywhere else. Just breaks him like Metallica mode.
After a raise.
It's rain and blood. But yeah, Tony just walks off at that point.
Okay.
Angry. Frustrated.
Kitten mews up at Fledge helplessly.
It looks up and shrugs.
The sleaze. The kitten can't.
Even the kitten knows something's wrong with him.
The cat looks up at Fletch, rolls his eyes, and like nudges towards Trusty Tony, like, get low to that guy.
The fuck's his problem? The kitten has like a 40-year-old smoker voice.
The fuck's his problem?
Why wouldn't he?
Why is the cat talking?
Because fuck you.
No, this is...
Look, you should focus on the bigger issues.
Maybe you guys should focus on the bigger issues. We have to leave now, and you guys are just sitting around, you know...
Yeah, lung cancer hurts everyone.
You guys just gonna sit in there and stuff your face, or are we gonna go on the road to Hagerstown?
I'm gonna sit here and stuff my face.
Okay, then we're not gonna get to Hagerstown anytime soon, apparently.
Nope.
Because the roads are gonna be clogged with people.
The roads are already
Clogged with people.
They're gonna be more clogged.
Probably not, actually.
You don't
They're
know
gonna be
that.
clogged with cars soon as people abandon them.
Alright, so Trusty Tony sits crossly in his car, half tempted to just take off while everyone else, you know, eats.
Just how they're revving the engine.
Just holding down the horn.
Oh, that gives flashbacks to some people.
Yes. Fucking bleeding sheep fucking horn. Tinny ass.
At least it isn't an annoying horn, you know.
Actually, for Fletch and Cat, that'd probably be better.
That would only come standard if it was an El Camino.
It's not an El Camino.
What's the suspension on this vehicle like, Tony?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Leaf Springs, probably? Yeah, Leaf Springs. That's what they were had in the 70s.
I told you it's blowtorch lowered.
Everything on this thing is stock and standard.
Is that what they told you?
Even the fuzzy dice hanging off the mirror.
I bought off a nice, reputable car salesman in Toledo. He gave me a good deal.
It was my dad.
Yeah. Well, eventually, we get around to early afternoon. We had to simulate the process of how long it takes to eat.
I also like to think we're slightly trying to kill time to give Chris a chance to show up.
Yes, there's that
Pretty
too.
much. I'm just picturing Rusty Tony climbing into his vehicle and going, 1970s.
I was born in the wrong era.
The doors don't even open.
Working air conditioner.
It doesn't even work. That's okay, that came standard. It's a feature, not
The
a bug.
broken air conditioner.
It's a feature.
Feature.
It's still the stock air conditioner. He refused to change any parts when it broke.
No, guys, it's green. It's a feature.
It's a feature.
It released all the
Free
freon.
on free. Free on free air conditioning.
Really? He kept it in good condition to drive. He didn't care about anything else. He never drove this thing. Tony's car that he drove day to day was the Cherokee.
The crappy car.
Yeah, the crappy car.
Yeah, because it doesn't break down all the time and guzzle gas. Wait a second.
Wait a second, this thing doesn't break down all the time. I haven't driven it enough to break it down.
Having Ferris Bueller flashbacks.
That was a Ferrari.
Yeah, it was a good car.
Yeah, it was a good car, and it was also a Ferrari, not a Dodge Charger.
Went off a hill, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
also-
halfway.
Yeah, about halfway.
That was also in the Chicago suburbs. We're not in the Chicago suburbs.
We could be.
If we try hard enough.
All you have to do is believe. Believe.
Should we start heading south? I'm not sure how long we can actually keep this up.
Yeah.
Bumman's going to take like a Tupperware thing for the road.
Sure.
Grandma has Tupperware?
I don't know. A
Sure.
Tupperware thing.
She's a grandma.
A pocket full of foil.
Look, there's enough yard sales around here. Tupperware can be obtained. It's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm. All right. So all 4 of them pile into the other car.
Yes, 4 of them, including the cat. Yes.
Yes.
Both cats.
Kathleen, for her part, appears to not be all mentally here today. Then again, for that matter, she wasn't whenever you first woke up, as if she's being mentally distracted. The horn outside did not help. Sort of jumped there when she was eating, and kind of like that had like that zone spaced out look. Sort of like she was on marijuana, but she's not.
Well, I mean, there's only so much you can do to escape the hotboxing.
Right.
And speaking of hotboxing, you guys are probably going to get some of that.
Yeah, unless you roll down the windows.
So, who's driving Trusty Tony's sneaky SUV?
I will.
Okay.
See, I wanted to see whether Eugene would put up a fight about it.
When has Eugene put up a fight about anything?
Goodness. It's fine with me.
Eugene would rather sit in the back, frankly.
That- Well, you're sitting in the front, the deadly seat.
No!
Actually, yes.
You can sit in the back with both cats.
It's true, she did choose to sit in the back.
As far away from the driver as possible.
Don't know what she's got against me.
You know, things and stuff.
You kind of got rapist eyes.
Anyway, I'm erasing the trailer now, so you better get out while you can.
And, I mean, you are a quote-unquote ramblin' man. Don't know what that means about how often you shower.
Well, actually,
my experience.
You could take Granny's
It's not
car
very
unless Granny
often.
wants her car.
Anyone without mechanics knowledge has the suspicion that Granny's car would not make it very far.
Automatic success.
There's no need for a roll for that. You just need to look at it and go, I think even one of my lemons could make it further than her car.
Means
The
a
lean-to
significant
was
portion
sturdier
duct
than
tape
that.
and cardboard, isn't it?
The lean-to was sturdier than that, and you saw what the wind did.
Yes, exactly.
Look what the wind... Pop man, look how crappy this thing was. The wind blew a ton.
Oh,
Right. So, in that case, it's early afternoon when you finally leave Granny's place, full of country ham and potatoes again. Now, Romero's a relatively isolated place from the rest of Pennsylvania, so in order to get south, you'll have to set on southwest, down the only 2-lane freeway around here, hoping to make it out of the mountains before shit gets any worse.
Hey, we can go to the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
The good-ish one, maybe.
Maybe.
Well,
Possibly.
we're going to have to drive towards Williamsport.
So do we want to go through Sunbury and head for 81, or what?
It's probably the best deal.
I'm glad in all the time you've had to look at road atlases, this is now the best we've got.
Yeah, the plan was to head towards
I
Haggerty.
figured we didn't need an actual, itinerary.
Itinerary's not necessary.
We're probably not going to make it to Sunsbury, or 5 miles out of Romero.
Yeah.
That's what we thought.
Okay. So if we actually do make, tons of progress and you go hundreds of miles, you'd be like, oh, okay.
yeah, we'll be
I'm
surprised.
amazed we're alive right now.
Yeah, it's like we're just gonna head down the only, basically that one road.
How have we not fucked this up more?
All right.
We're driving.
Fantastic. The trip is slow, exhausting, Despite giving other folks a head start, the freeway is packed with cars full of half-crazed people just like you. Litter and debris have already filled the road. So much so, in fact, that I'd like the drivers to make a dexterity plus drive roll for me. This will be at a +3. The freeway is well lit, and you're not traveling very fast.